Hello and welcome to the second episode of SML The Breakdown. If you're new to the SML or you're just curious about what the breakdown is, SML is a Madden League on the PlayStation 4. We're a Sim Madden League. Check out our rules on simmaddenleague.com. I'm Primetime, the commissioner. We have Twitter, we got YouTube, we got it all. Anyway, so what's the breakdown? This is not meant to be as fun as much as it is a serious breakdown of what our guys do. Try to let guys improve, kind of get some tips, a scouting report, and it's kind of like NFL Playbook. NFL Network has a series called The Playbook. That's what the breakdown is. So we're going to deep dive into the Carolina Panthers owner, Mike FML. So let's go ahead and let's start right now. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into Mike's offense. Mike is a great offensive player. He's a very, very good offensive player, I should say, who can be great. So first off, let's talk about his passing game. Passing game is above average good. He runs a stack formation. We'll look at the tape pretty soon here. The stack formation, he gets a lot of good routes, outside routes, flat routes, out routes, corner routes. Very good at it. Also, he's a solid runner. I think that's one thing Mike needs to improve on is running the ball. We're going to throw up some stats on Christian McCaffrey right now. And he's successful with it, but I think he'd benefit more if he gave CMC the ball more. Running it, dive, stretch, toss plays, whatever it is, you need to feed CMC, not on just RPOs. Mike runs a lot of RPOs, and I think that just straight handing the ball off or getting some successful screen passes in, that'll really help benefit his offense. Overall, though, one knock on his offense outside of not giving McCaffrey the ball enough is he will lock onto some receivers every so often. He expects them to be open. He knows the plays he likes, and he has keys on receivers, and sometimes that'll cost him, and he'll throw an interception or nearly throw a pick, and those will be drive killers. But overall, I give his offensive grade a 7 out of 10. He can easily be doing 8.5 out of 10 with just a few minor tweaks. Mike's offense is very good, and that's the strength of his team is his offense, even with a below-average quarterback. All right, so here we are taking a look at Mike's offense. I do want to point out, like I said, sometimes he will stare down his receivers. As you see, he has circle open. He might be able to throw a low point pass to triangle, but he decides to force it. Double coverage here, nearly intercepted on the first drive. But Mike does have good anticipation with his throws here. 3rd and 10, that square is going to come in on an in route. He's going to throw it right above the linebacker. Got a good animation, but you can't fault him on that. I mean, that was just a good passing play. Here we go, another good play by Mike here. It's just a flat route, but I want to show you the instant replay where he nearly gets sacked. And if he holds onto this ball a half a second longer, that's a negative play. But he gets it out, keeps the drive moving, and that's what he did this game. He was very good against the blitz, and Governor is known for the blitz. Here's a stack formation I was telling you about. Mike loves these stack formations, and look at what damage CMC can do when he gets the ball in open field. Christian McCaffrey, a monster receiving the ball. I would like to see Mike run it more with Christian McCaffrey. Here's an example of Mike kind of forcing the ball. I would like to see Mike throw it away here. Circle's going to come on that post route. You can either run with your quarterback, and if you can't beat the defensive tackle, throw it away. But what does he do? He throws it up, double, triple coverage, nearly intercepted there. Would love to see him throw that ball away later on. Once again, though, Mike, a great passer. This is a play where he's got the receiver open, not afraid to take a shot. Here's just an example of an RPO play. He ends up handing it off there. Might have been able to hit the screen pass, but I would just like to see standard runs, stretch plays, toss plays at Christian McCaffrey. Here's a play from Mike where he's thrown it. Just good anticipation on a dig route there. That was pretty impressive, I thought. Another play where I want to prove Mike's a great passer. Anticipation huge. He might have that corner out to X, but he's about to get sacked. Look at this. Look what he does to this dig route to square. Beautiful throw. Keeps the drive going, and he ends up getting a touchdown later that drive. But here, bad throw by Mike. Bad throw by Mike. Intercepted. Stares down his guy. He saw the press coverage. He really should have. He should have just done something different with this ball. Whether you're just throwing it away, running with your quarterback, or taking the sack. Sometimes it's better just to take a sack. But he had good anticipation all game. Sometimes it cost him. Here's the last example of an offense. Just a quick check down against the blitz. Good on the sticks. Mike's very good offensive player. Could be great. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into Mike's defense. Mike's defense is below average. And It's kind of hard because we're talking about a game against the Eagles, who are one of our best offensive players in the league. So we're going to look at tape where it's not 100% fair to judge him on, but also Mike's defense isn't known to be 100% scary. And I think he's solid at stuffing the run. He says an inconsistent user, but most of the time he's where he needs to be, maybe just a split second late. So just continue practicing at that, and he's good. I give his user a 6 out of 10. But overall, the biggest key for Mike FML to improve, and what I've noticed, is why he's getting burnt, or why he gets burnt in this game particularly, and we'll look at the tape. He likes disguising his coverages. He'll run a cover 2, show 3, or cover 3, show 2, so which means you'll have a cover 3 defense, but really it's looking like a cover 2. And you'll see Gov expose this on a few seam routes where the safety can't get over in time. So he's trying to disguise his coverages. And I think Mike right now, what would benefit him is just running a baseline defense, cover 2, cover 3. Yeah, they might, if they're good at reading defenses, they might know what you're doing. But at the same token, your guys aren't going to get burnt because they can't get over in time. Because when you disguise, your guys are out of position and they have to run over. So that's what I would say defensively. We'll get now into the tape of it, but this Mike FML's defense. All right, so Mike defensively, he mixes it up between cover 3, man blitz, and cover 2. This was cover 3. You know Gov likes going deep down the middle of the field, so I thought this was a good start for him defensively. This is a man-to-man coverage here. Not really any help for the receivers. As you can see, as Gov takes a deep shot. So if your defense isn't going to get there, you're in trouble. This is a disguised blitz here. You see that free safety from the left-hand side. So what happens? He gets a touchdown. Like I said earlier, Mike tries disguising his coverages. I do like to see how this middle linebacker backs up and covers that seam route. That was a smart adjustment. Mike did this a few times this game and really confused Governor, and I think that was impressive adjustments defensively. But there are times, here's that example again, but there are times when Mike tried disguising a cover 3 defense to cover 2, and his safety can't quite get there, and that cost him some points. So here, he moves his linebacker back deep, and Gov's still smart enough to hold on to the ball, but he was able to cover what what Gov is known for doing here. And this is a play, 2-man under. He's trying to go man-to-man across the board against a great offensive player here. So let's watch the slow motion here on what happens. He goes off, covering his guy like he needs to, but just couldn't quite get there. And Governor's going to go ahead and take this to the house. And there's certain guys like Governor who are just going to be better at making the right reads. And you can't fault Mike FML for that. Governor's a great offensive player, and he's going to score a lot of points. So here, going to our next example now, is another example of that 3-man deep, audibleizing his middle linebacker to that deep shell in the middle of the field to try to cover those seam routes. As we take a look to see what happens here. And Governor gets sacked. So smart play. Now here's the disguised coverages. Look at that free safety there. How he's going to try to get into the middle of the field, and he gets beat on that seam route. See how he dove right there, that safety. Let's take it back. Watch the instant replay of the guy who just falls right there. And let's see how he's trying to run over to the middle of the field, how he's slanted at an angle. So he's not in a good position. So if Gov throws this at the right time, it's a touchdown. And that's a good example of Mike's defense. Guys, that's all I got. Breakdown. On Primetime 000. Once again, Mike, good player, can be great. Mike can be scary good. He's right in the playoff competition right now. Had a big win over the Eagles. So this guy has potential to be great. He just needs to be a little more consistent. Mike FML, honestly, 100% is on the cusp of something special in the SML. I think he could be a rising star. He's just got a few tweaks on offense, and he just needs to figure it out on defense. If he can figure it out on defense, feed CMC the ball just a little bit more, Mike FML will be someone you have to watch out for years to come in the SML. That was SML The Breakdown, guys. Apply today, simmaddenly.com. I am the GOAT. Who better to hear news from than the GOAT? 13-time champ, Primetime 000. You guys, take it easy and have a great day.